Hey, I figured out how to turn this document camera around. So cool. Guess I have to get in front of you guys and give you a face-to-face announcement. I can do it this way. Uh, Video 2 from Friday. Audio didn't come through. I have no idea why. I created 4 videos Friday. 3 worked, 1 did. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. A few of you emailed me. I'm going to correct it right now. And quiz Wednesday, okay? We're wrapping up 1.4 today in class. And then we'll review Tuesday, quizzing on Wednesday. All right. So more to come. Check the stream. I'll give you announcements on that and what to expect. Okay. All right. So let's see. I just got to hit this button. It turns it upside down, rotate it down, and we will continue where video 1 left off on Friday. Okay. Okay. So we were working on this problem. Come on, zoom in, focus, focus. We're working on this problem, trying to determine this this equation, defines y as a function of x. So we did a few examples, and then I was having you try these. These are already solved for y. Remember the success criteria. Solve these for y first if it's not already done. And then what we're going to do is just use our prior knowledge or view the graph on our graphing calculator, and then check to see that the vertical line test works. Okay, so this one is a parabola. You probably remember that from last year. That's just using your prior knowledge. Every parabola, right, is kind of U-shaped and kind of looks like this, and they're going to pass the vertical line test. You could dump that in your graphing calculator if you wanted to, but you're going to see something like that, right? So yes, this is a function, and you could say because it's a quadratic function, or just simply put because it passes the vertical line test. Okay. All right. Now, what's different about B and what can be tricky is when you compare this to 6 and 7. Okay. On 7, we had to actually go through, do some algebra steps, and take the square root manually. When you have to take the square root, you are expected to put the positive and negative version of that function down. All right. So it's different with number 8b is it's only the negative. So you should not look at the positive and negative when viewing the graphing calculator. Only consider the negative square root of x plus 4. So that's what I have in here for my y equals. When punching this in, make sure you don't put the subtraction sign. Use the minus, otherwise you might get an error message. And then when we look at the graph, there's our square root function. This is going to pass the vertical line test. Okay. If I did the positive as well on another line, it wouldn't have. So once again, same answer. Yes, this is going to work. It passes the VLT. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next example, 9 and 10. And then that'll be it for this video. Evaluate each function at the given value. So this is just back to function notation. This is code, right, for a whole sentence of directions. If I had to write out the words to this, it would be evaluate function f with the given x value of 13. That's a lot of words. So thankfully, this code shortens it up for us. So we're plugging in 13 in for x right here. So 2 times 13 minus 3. So that's going to give us 26. Take away 3, we end up with 23. Okay. Now, when you check this in the back, they may present this a couple different ways, and you should be experienced with both of these ways and know how to read it. They may do it this way. The function evaluated with 13 produces an answer of 23. Okay. They may do that. Or they may put this in coordinate form. Since we know x is the domain, that's the input value. The output value is always y. So here it is in coordinate form. Okay. I don't care what way you do it, freehand, just making sure you understand how to read these. Okay, so this one says negative x. We've done this with the symmetry test already this year. So now, instead of a number for x, I'm going to plug in an expression, negative x. Okay, and then just simplify what we can. There's no exponents, so we go to 2 times negative 1, and we get negative 2x minus 3. Okay, that's the answer. All right, and now plugging in a different expression. We have 2 times x plus 1. Remember, I'm just keep resorting back to this function here. Okay, Now I'm plugging in x plus 1 right there. All right, and then do the math and simplify. So we're going to distribute the 2. All right, now I combine the 2, take away the 3, so that gives me -1. So 2x minus 1 is the answer to that one. Okay, why don't you pause for a moment and try 10A and B. C, I'll probably need to guide you with on the first time, but try A and B real quick now, okay? Okay, 10A, plugging in -2. Now I've got 2 spots to plug it in, right? Here and here. So it's going to look like this on the first step. Now, order of operations, -2 squared is next. That gives me +4. We multiply to get -6, and then just add and subtract left and right. Left to right, excuse me. So we get -10. Okay, next one. -x. Throw that in there. We should get +x squared here, minus 3x minus 8. Okay, and the last one. We're going to put in the x plus 2 quantity squared right here, and then x plus 2 is right there. Now, this is a trick that it always shows up on the SAT as well. So heads up on this. Let me show you the mistake that you want to be aware of. Oh, adjust my camera here. X plus 2 quantity squared. Many students fall victim to this mistake when they take a quantity and square it. They square the x and they square the 4, and they think that that's the solution. And it's not the solution. Don't make that mistake. Okay, remember, something is being squared, it means to multiply it by itself, right? So I got to expand that and go through and either FOIL this or use the distributive property the right way, okay? So expand it. We'll worry about the rest of this in a moment. We should focus on the exponent first. So expand and multiply. So we do x times x to get x squared, x times 2 to get 2x, and then I've got another 2x inside. So I wrote that as 4x, and then 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so you see what we get when multiplying that correctly. It's not x squared plus 4. It's x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, so now that I'm done expanding that and multiplying, let's bring in the other terms. 3 times x plus 2 is 3x plus 6, and then the minus 8. Now it's just a matter of collecting like terms to get this for the final answer. Okay. Okay, so that should take the place of video 2 from Friday. Sorry about the difficulty. We'll talk to you later.